Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and now here's my Christmas Eve edition of my Christmas reviews this year. Here's my review of Frosty the Snowman. When I was a little kid, I watched this like all the time during Christmas time, and I just rewatched it, and this is a real good special. I mean the Rankin Bass holiday specials are like and they're always things to watch during Christmas time, and this one is probably my one of my favorite ones, along with like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, I just really like watching this, but also when I was a little kid, I also didn't want to watch it because of the part where Frosty melted. That was always just a sad part for me growing up. But still, I did like to watch this a lot when I was a little kid, rewatching it still is a really good special. I give this about 3.25 stars out of 4. Alright, let me just get right into this review. So it opens up during Christmas Eve. It shows like just a bunch of people shopping, hopping around stuff, and the narrator's just talking about Christmas time, what goes on. And then inside of an elementary school classroom, the teacher hired like a magician, Professor Hinkle, performing for the class at this Christmas party. But he ends up failing his magic trick to like turn eggs into a hat, or turn eggs into a rabbit inside his hat. The eggs just come out of the hat, and then once he throws his top hat away, he shows that the rabbit is out, and then the rabbit named Hocus is just like hopping around in the hat. And then once the school day ends, the all the kids then rush outside to play, and then they end up building a snowman. And they try to come up with a name for him, and there's names like Bruce, Christopher Columbus, and even Oatmeal. And then one of the girls, Karen, decides to name the snowman Frosty. And then Hocus then comes out of the building with the hat, and then the hat then falls on Frosty, and then Frosty then comes to life, and he says, "Happy birthday." And then the hat just then comes off after Professor Hinkle comes out. The kids say the hat's magic, and the Professor Hinkle's saying then that he just wants it back, and then he is just saying that Frosty never did come to life. Yeah. And then he leaves with the hat, but then Hocus then leaves. He bounces the hat off his head, and then Professor Hinkle had a wreath on his head that he thought was his hat, and then he walked by one lady, and she was looking at him, thinking he was weird. And then Hocus returns the hat to the kids, and then Frosty comes back to life, and Frosty realizes that he is alive. And then the kids start playing around with him. And then the temperature starts to rise, and then Frosty is starting to melt a little bit, and then he is telling them that what will happen. Once the temperature gets higher, he'll start to melt. Then Karen decides that he needs to go to some place where he'll never melt, and then Frosty then just says that that'll be the North Pole. So the kids all decide to help him get to the North Pole and take him to the train station to go to the North Pole. And then they start to parade around the town to the train station, and then everyone's just looking in shock. Then they come to a traffic cop, and then the traffic cop is just like telling Frosty because didn't he didn't stop for the traffic light. Then Frosty didn't real know anything that the cop was talking about. And then Karen then told the cop that Frosty had just come to life. And then at first the cop just like shook it off as if it was normal. Then he realized that what Karen just said, that he was alive. Then they eventually arrived at the train station where they asked for a ticket to the North Pole, but the ticket price was so high, it was like $3,000 or something, and they didn't have any money, so they're denied the ticket. And then Karen decides to sneak Frosty into the back of a train in like a refrigerated part of the train. So Frosty gets on board, and then Karen goes with him, and so does Hocus. And then while they're in there, Karen starts to freeze, and then Frosty realizes that he has to get Karen off of the train, so they jump off, and Professor Hinkle was also holding on the train. Then he realized that they got off, and then And yeah, Frosty is trying to think of ways to get Karen warmer, and then yeah, then Hocus comes up with the idea to make a fire, and then yeah, they found a bunch of animals, and then yeah, Frosty asked Hocus to tell the animals to make a fire. So yeah, then yeah, they made a fire. Then Karen was around the fire. Then Frosty was trying to just stay away from it. Yeah, then yeah, Frosty realized that the North Pole's not really a place for Karen. She has to be returned home. So yeah, Hocus was trying to come up with think of people to that could get her home. Yeah, he was yeah, and then Hocus was saying like the Marines and the U.S. president. Then he finally says Santa Claus, and then yeah, Frosty told Hocus to go find Santa, and then they'll wait here. But then Professor Hinkle then approached and put the hat out. He tried to get his hat back, but now Frosty and Karen then slid down the hill that led to a greenhouse, and then yeah, Frosty carried Karen inside to warm her up. But then yeah, Professor Hinkle then locked Frosty and Karen inside, so Frosty would melt and he'd get his hat back. And then Hocus then found Santa, and then yeah, then they saw the trail that led to the greenhouse, and then yeah, they went into the greenhouse. But at that point, Frosty had ended up melting. Yeah, then Santa then told Karen that Frosty is made of Christmas snow and it couldn't disappear forever, and he'll always come back every winter. And then yeah, Santa ended up bringing Frosty back, and then yeah, Professor Hinkle tried to get his hat back, but Santa told Hinkle that if he touched the hat, that he'd never bring him another Christmas present again. And then Santa then told him if he writes an apology repeatedly, like 100 zillion times or something, that he might be forgiven and get a new hat. Then Hinkle just ran back to do it, and then yeah, Santa put the hat back onto Frosty, and then yeah, Frosty then came back to life, and then yeah, they then took Karen back home, and then they went off back to the North Pole. Yeah, and that's the end of it. So yeah, 3.25 stars out of 4, as I said. So yeah. So yeah, that does it for my review of Frosty Snowman for my Christmas Eve edition of my Christmas reviews this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Yeah, it didn't even last that long, only about 7 minutes, yeah. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow on Christmas Day where I'll be reviewing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Alright, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.